Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have another topic concerning how not to act with police officers. We're going back to Illinois and back to, I guess this is Joliet, Illinois. Remember, it's about 20-something odd miles southwest of Chicago. We have drunk man spits on police and escapes handcuffs. All right. First of all, I never encourage anyone try this themselves or tell anyone else to ever act this way. This could lead to injuries, arrests, felonies, everything else. We'll jump into it and we'll talk about it. Before we begin, remember, whenever you see body cam footage, you can always tell what type of camera it is, especially if it's an Axon body cam, because they always put that information right here in this corner. And also for their dash cams, they put the information down here in this corner. The body cams tell you which person is wearing it or which camera serial number it is here. And you usually look at these last 4 or 5 numbers. All right. We can see the time and date. This is 1:52 in the morning. This is December 5th of 2022. We're in the central time zone. All right. Let's see what happens in this one. And once again, credit goes to Copcam Chaos for bringing this video. Let's see what happens.
If you spit in my face, there's going to be a major problem.
I'm not under investigation. Stay right there.
Cooler. Shut the up and sit down before you take your dumb jail.
Get in the car. Get out of my face and don't spit at me again.
I'm not going anywhere where y'all.
You know what? Take
Walk
it.
myself.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Ow!
On December 5th, 2022, police were dispatched to Anthony's restaurant and pub in response to a heavily intoxicated man causing a disturbance. Inside the bar, he was screaming, yelling, and initiating arguments, ultimately leading to his escort by security. Concerned for his safety, the staff didn't want him to drive, so they called the police to ensure he got to his hotel safely. This body cam footage captures the entire incident, showing how quickly the situation escalated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real-life police encounters.
Get your breathalyzer out, bro.
Okay, so you see that they're at a restaurant and you have a patron who has had too much to drink. Anyone who goes out to restaurants or has ever been to a bar, this is likely to happen. Okay, some people become too intoxicated, and in some states, the staff may have a duty to assure that a person can make it home safely, whether it be to withhold their keys, to stop their drinks, maybe even call a cab or an Uber. Let's hear what happens here. Once again, we already know where this is at, and because he's going to look at one of their cars and he's going to spell it out for someone while he's on the phone here in just a second. All right, let's look at public intox. Pull back an error. Let's see. All right, public intoxication laws in Illinois. All right, so in Illinois, public intoxication itself is not a crime. However, it can lead to other infractions or charges, such as disorderly conduct, if the behavior associated with the intoxication disturbs the peace or involves other illegal activities. Disorderly conduct laws in Illinois are broad and can cover a range of offenses, including those related to public intoxication. Let's put in disorderly conduct, and let's see where it pulls back. I want the Illinois statute too, so I want to make sure it gives me that. So I put in disorderly period. That lets it know it's disorderly conduct I'm talking about, and I want the Illinois statute. All right, so it starts off, it gives us the statute. And statute just means law. It just means where it's found in the law books for a particular state. The law on this one is 720 ILCS 5/26-1. Disorderly conduct. The Illinois statute for disorderly conduct is found there. According to this statute, a person commits disorderly conduct when he or she knowingly does one of the following. First, does any act in such an unreasonable manner to alarm or disturb. 2, transmits or causes to be transmitted in any manner to the fire department of any city, town, village, or fire protection district a false alarm of fire, knowing at the time of the transmission that there is no reasonable ground for believing that a fire exists. Wow. That's like calling wolf, crying wolf when nothing's actually wrong. Transmits or causes to be transmitted in any manner a false alarm to the effect that a bomb or explosive of any nature or a container holding poison gas, a deadly biological or chemical contaminant, or radioactive substance is concealed in a place where its explosion or release would endanger human life. Bomb threat. Knowing at the time of the transmission that there is no reasonable ground for believing that the bomb, explosive, or container holding poison gas, or a deadly biological or chemical contaminant, or radioactive substance is concealed in the place. All right, here's one line to the police. All right, this one is causes are transmitted in any manner to any police officer, public officer, or public employee a report to the effect that an offense will be committed, is being committed, or has been committed when you know it to be false. All right, so it looks like it has a lot to do with transmitting false claims of things happening when you know them not to be true. All right, so that's the key part there with both of these. When you know it's not true, or when that person knows it's not true. So you're wasting time and resources. That's what it's getting back to. I have quite a few of these. All right, it's a Class C misdemeanor all the way up to a Class 3 felony. Now, I can tell you now, if somebody makes a bomb threat, that's probably going to be in the felony range, okay? Because that could cause a riot. If that is communicated to a big number of people in a small place, it could cause a riot for people trying to get out of the location. Someone can get trampled, all those things. All right. Additional penalties include fines, community service, or reimbursement for emergency response costs. Okay. All right. Let's jump in. Let's see what happens here.
And give me, yo, hey,
Yeah.
and give me that. And if not,
Did y'all
bro,
trespassing from here? They got trespassing from
oh,
here?
you know what, bro?
have
You're
it.
stuck for that, bro.
Okay.
You're stuck for that. Trespassing. You know what?
Where's your Uber at?
I got you, bro. Don't worry. Yo, don't
Yeah, I
worry.
activated my
blocking
bike.
me in. Yo, they won't even let me leave. Yo, they didn't even give me a breathalyzer. Yo, they blocked me in right now, bro. I had 2 drinks. Look at this Joliet. It's toilet with a J. That's what, yo, $50K a year. They said Joliet with a J.
Staff would like you to leave the property, so I can give you a ride
No,
over.
I'm getting Uber, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you see that they, I sort of skipped to this portion of the video where he has seen that he's been blocked in by the police, so he cannot leave. And he also told us what the name of the place is. So once again, it's Joliet. And let's see what happens.
Are you the what are you? Yeah.
You think I'm the police?
Are you them? Yeah, I know you are. I want your superior, bro, because I'm not driving, and I drive safe,
You
bro.
understand you're in a
Can I
running
stand
vehicle.
up? Can I stand up with you tackling me and like causing a scene? It's all on video, by the way.
You understand you're sitting in a running vehicle.
Yeah. My vehicle's not running, by the way. So nice try. It was never.
It was.
Actually, the music was
was.
running. It's not.
It was.
It's all on video. I don't care.
That's fine. My
I
body
don't care
camera's
what
on
you're
too,
saying,
and
man.
it's recording
Yeah.
that.
All right, first off, as I always say, it might just be the running thing. The street is never the proper place to argue your case. It's not where you're going to win. You're never going to win this argument trying to argue your case here. Truly, the easiest thing to do is to comply. And if a ticket's coming, accept the ticket, and you fight the ticket in court. You deal with it in court. Nothing can be handled at this point when they've been called out to respond to someone's actions. All right, let's watch.
Okay. So you kind of have 2 options at this
You're
point.
blocking me in for the last 10 minutes of my car's
Yes,
not been
because
running
you're
at
highly
all.
intoxicated and you shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, and I'm not.
And I offered you a ride
I'm not.
to the hotel.
You did not.
Yes, I
You're
did.
a liar.
Then
Hey.
how do I know you stay at the Hampton Inn?
Hey.
Because you told me you stayed at
Oh
the
my
Hampton.
God.
And I offered
Can you
a
bring me
ride.
there right now?
Absolutely. I offered you
Let's
a ride.
go. Let's go, because if not, I got a lawsuit, bro.
Where's your? Can I just see your room key?
Yeah, you can.
To see that you stayed
Yeah,
at
you
the
can.
Hampton Inn, and then
If
I'll
you
be
don't
more than happy
mind,
to drive you
without
over
tackling me like a savage little blue
Why are you into me
boy
like
that
this?
you are, here you
This
go,
is
bro.
how, you said your brother's a police officer.
Yeah, he
This
is.
Okay, so we hear there's some information, some interesting information being passed back and forth. So apparently, this person has a family member that's a police officer. His brother is a police officer. Acts like this. Talks to the police like this. This is not the proper way to have an interaction. All right, without you even seeing this, your common sense should be activated, and you say, this might not end well. Once again, I believe this one only has just one officer's footage we're watching, but sometimes there'll be multiple. Oh, sorry. There'll be multiple footages you'll see, and you look here to see which officer you're watching at that point in time, which camera is activated and showing the person at that time. All right. So if you change this from these last 4 from 81 7W, then you know you're watching a different person's camera. All right.
Sir,
This is how you.
Oh. Okay,
that's
cool.
correct. Can
If
I
you
just
don't
see your
mind,
room
can I
key?
go in the car?
Can I just see your room key?
Yeah,
That's what I'm asking.
in the car without tackling me.
You don't have to snap your
Yeah,
fingers.
yeah. I'm snapping my fingers, bro. Cause you're a sap. You're worried about me. But you stay there, dude. Don't step.
You want to grab a hemp?
You're not coming to me at all, bro. You step.
I'm
You
just
stay right
looking
there.
to see what
I'm
you're
not under
grabbing.
investigation. Stay right there.
Okay. So I'm just.
I know my.
All right, so many times people believe that they are aware of what rights are activated at what time. He just incorrectly said that I'm not under investigation. That's incorrect. When those public officials and public officers have been called to the scene, the investigation begins immediately to figure out what was the reason for the call, and if there is a prime suspect, is there a reasonable suspicion that some criminal activity is afoot. As soon as that standard is fully activated, a Terry stop can happen. This person can be stopped and frisked and interviewed to see what they're doing, and where they're going. This person was the main subject of a call due to him being intoxicated. All right. As we heard, public intoxication is not necessarily a crime, but if there are other things happening, a breach of the peace, loud disturbance outside of a restaurant or a bar at 1 o'clock in the morning, it might be enough. It might be enough.
All right,
Seeing what you're grabbing.
You blocked me in.
I did.
Yeah. Keep stepping in,
did.
bro.
Yeah. I don't know what.
All right. Once again, the officer is moving closer to him because there is a chance that this person who's not acting very reasonable could go to his car and grab a weapon. So for the officer's safety, he's looking to see what's happening so that he can have a proper response.
What you're going
Yeah,
for in
keep
the car.
stepping in. Stay there.
I'll help you out. I'll put my
I don't need it.
flashlight on.
I don't need my keys.
Here we go.
No, go
You
ahead.
want to get your Hampton Inn key?
Get an Uber. I'm getting an Uber. I didn't have an Uber on the way.
Just grab your Hampton Inn key.
Get out of my car, bro, without
I'm not in your car.
proper investigation.
I'm not in your car.
Get out of my car without proper.
If you make contact with me one more time, you're going to get arrested.
Yeah.
Do you understand
please step
that?
away. It's all on the recording.
So, yes, would you like a ride to the Hampton Inn or not?
Yes.
Okay. Just show me your Hampton Inn key,
Then just step away from me.
and I'll give you a ride to the.
Yeah, no problem.
That's it. So just show me your
So
room
back
key.
up, sir.
I was trying to assist you
Public
with my flashlight.
servant, step away.
If you spit in my face, there's going to be
I'm
major
not
problems.
stepping in your face.
Spitting in my face.
Oh, spitting.
Yes.
I'm not.
So I'm asking you to show me
Please
your
step
room
away,
key.
public servant. Please, I'm not driving drunk. If I'm actually sick, you want to
Well, you're the one that got into this area. I was actually.
back away from me.
Are you going to get your hotel key
Back
out?
away from me.
Are you going to get your hotel
Yeah.
key? Get the hotel
6
key out.
feet. I'm 6. Ready?
Get the hotel key.
I'm 6'5". Back the away from me. With no disrespect, sir. 105 a year, bro.
I don't.
And I donate to your stupid ass cause for you being a dickhead.
Hey, you know what? Told shit, bro.
You ain't messing my brain,
Shut the fuck up. Get over
I
it.
didn't do anything.
Grab me
bro.
something and get
I
out here for a
am.
quick moment.
You want to get you?
Okay, so these people work, I believe, at this restaurant or this establishment. I'm not sure if this is either a security officer, security guard, or if this is someone from the management team. But you see, he came out and he asked them to tow his vehicle. and get him out of here. He's causing disturbance at this point in time. They've been there for a little while now. He's been disrespectful. He's being loud. There's other people here at this establishment. That causes a disturbance on the inside too, because people begin to gravitate toward the windows to see what's going on outside. When they're doing that, they're not paying attention to what they're doing inside. They're not having a good time. They're not buying more drinks or food. Do you see what the disturbance is?
What? I already called you an Uber. You're good.
I have 0 on my license, dog. Yeah, Gucci bag, cool, bro.
Nobody don't give a fuck about that Gucci bag. You get ready to get an Uber, your shit
My
straight
mother
here.
cough drops, bro. With your dumbass drunk.
Hey,
What?
Hey,
I didn't do anything to you, Bakula.
Shut the fuck up and sit down before you take your dumb ass to jail.
You need my cough drops, man.
Hush.
You hear my voice?
Sit
What
down.
are you doing?
Sit right here. Sit right here.
I called you an Uber. Good. I don't need an Uber, my
Yes,
sir.
you do.
Watch as the security guard offers the suspect Daniel a ride in which he initially agreed. But things took a turn for the worst.
I tip 30% on Wednesdays. I tip 40% on Thursdays. I tip 50% on Fridays, bro.
Where you going? Where you going?
I'm premises.
You going to
Hampton? Yeah.
All right, come on.
They want to see my hotel key.
Let's go.
I'm gonna show them right now.
Let's
No,
go. I'll
because the stuff, the way you're treating me, because I didn't do shit to you.
You need to leave. You need to leave.
Come on, let's go.
You need to leave.
I'm gonna take you home. Get your money in your phone and let's
Yeah,
go.
that's all
I'll
I'm.
take you to there. Out the
You
cars
don't
of my
got
heart.
to. What did I do wrong to you, bro?
All right, so the security guards offered to take him. I guess the hotel is very close to where they are. Let's see what happens. It's not going to end well. No one seriously hurt in this video, just so you know. All right?
Just go home with the
At
free
all.
ride.
You know what?
At all. Trying to get a cigarette, you're pressing me, because what?
Let's go, bro.
I can tell you one
Start
thing.
walking.
I can tell
Get
you.
out of my face and start walking.
I can tell you one
Start
thing.
walking.
Yo, I didn't do this wrong.
Start
I'm
walking.
not recording still.
Start walking.
Yeah.
Start walking. I've had enough. Go.
Can I get a lighter?
Start walking.
Push it.
You got one of my trucks.
Then you're
Let's
going to go to
You have
jail.
a lighter?
Let's
Last
go.
chance. If you don't get in the car, you're going to jail.
Can I tell you one thing? I got this all on recording, bro.
Great. I do
Remember
too.
that.
It's time.
All right, we talk about the police force continuum. All right, you have verbal, you have soft control. All right, you see we're escalated to the point where now there's some pushing going on. That's one of the soft controls. Handcuffs are a little bit higher. Verbal, soft controls, intermediate force or weapons such as pepper spray, tasers, and then lethal force, which is the handgun.
Time to go.
Go.
Thank you.
You need to stop walking up on us and go home.
I'm not
Simple as
walking
that.
up on you.
Go home.
You pressed me
Take
for
the free
what?
ride. Take the
little
Get out of my face and don't fucking spit at me again.
face, bro. It's on record.
Get in the fucking car.
One more time, bro.
Let's go, bro.
Please, look, I dropped it. I dropped it.
You didn't drop anything.
I dropped it, dog.
Drop.
Let's go.
In the car. In the truck.
I'm not going anywhere with y'all.
You know what? Take it there.
I'm walking my ass home.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, so he had made it all the way to the security guard who offered to take him to his hotel room. Made it all the way to the car with continuous orders to go ahead and get off the premises, and he failed to do so. Failing to adhere to officer orders. 625 ILCS 5/11-203. Obedience to police officers. in Illinois. So remember, as we talk about any of these videos, we're looking at what's the law there, what law applies right in that situation. I can assure you, most of the times, these same incidences, if they happened where you are, there's some law that covers that type of action. And you can find it using a similar search that I'm using here. Now, if you or someone you know is dealing with a situation in the aftermath, I would always encourage you, seek out the help of an attorney. Most of the time, most attorneys have dealt with this on a continuous basis for their career. Because what is a lawyer? A lawyer is simply a person who handles others' problems. Really a professional fixer. All right. In Illinois, failing to adhere to police officers can result in legal consequences. According to 625 ILCS 5/11-203, it's a petty offense to willfully fail or refuse to comply with any lawful order or direction of a police officer, fireman, or school crossing guard who is authorized by law to direct, control, or regulate traffic. The penalty for violating this section is a mandatory fine, $150. So it's a petty offense, all right? Something you could be ticketed for. Let's look. Can more serious offenses. And we all know that this is going to be true. This is usually, if we had a sort of line chart with one end of the line being the smallest offense and the other end being the most heinous offense or crime. This is toward the very, very small side. You know, it just carries a fine of $150. My next question is, can this lead to more serious offenses? Short answer, yes. Failing to adhere to police officer orders can lead to more serious offenses, especially if the noncompliance results in injury. Okay. In such cases, the offense may be charged as a felony, which can result or which can carry more severe penalties, including longer jail sentences and a higher fine. All right. Additionally, failure to comply with officers' orders is part of a broader pattern of behavior. All right. If this is a part of a broader pattern of behavior, it escalates into more serious incidents. It can lead to further charges and more significant legal consequences. Usually, all right, like here, failure to comply leads to fleeing, or failure to comply leads to a battery on a police officer. And when I say a battery on a police officer, spitting on someone is a battery. Going back in time a bit, you see this was right before 2023. So it wasn't during the height of the pandemic, but people were still very much adhering to a lot of the protocols. Definitely don't talk on someone if you don't have to, and you definitely don't spit on someone if you don't have to. All right, let's jump back in. Let's see what happens to this in this incident.
Ow! 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 What the?
Put your hands behind your back. Stand up.
Yo, what the?
Stand up. Stand up.
Can't stand up, man. Yo, what the fuck, dude? Ow!
I'm trying to get that off.
No!
Get up, man. Stop.
No, I can't, dude. You broke my left shoulder. No, stop! Ow! Yo, dude! The fuck do you
Have a seat in the
mean,
car.
G?
Have a seat in the car.
Wait, please.
Have a seat in the car. Have a seat in the car.
Dude, yo, all my stuff's
seat in the
over there.
car.
I have my
Have a seat.
social security card and
Have
shit,
a seat in
man.
the car.
We're gonna grab.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Daniel Hiltz was transported to Joliet Police Department, where he gave police hell. 3 officers attempted to process his fingerprints and book him for 30 minutes plus and failed. The sergeant instructed them to just release him back to his hotel. Captured here is Daniel leaving the police department being escorted back to his hotel room where things only got worse and very interesting.
Here, put all that stupid shit in this fucking bag.
Okay, so you hear that even when he got to the police department, it took them 30 minutes just to get his fingerprints. And instead of keeping him overnight, they decided to release him back to his hotel. Remember, it's just a ticket offense, but you can always catch additional felonies once a person is in custody. Okay? The whole reason this came about is because they didn't want him to drive home because he was obviously intoxicated.
Oh, dude, I can't.
Get in the car.
Oh, what are you doing to me? For what?
Get in the car, Daniel.
Oh, for what?
Get in the car. Watch your head.
For what, man?
Notice how Daniel's handcuffs are behind him, and he is seatbelted in. Watch as he somehow manages to escape the arm lock and pull his arms in front of him. Even the officers are baffled as they have never seen anything like it.
Hey, dude, do not take the belt buckle.
I'm taking you to court, nigga. Right
Do
when I
not
get out
take
here.
the belt buckle
Fuck
off.
you! Don't talk to me.
Seatbelt. Do not take the seatbelt off, dude.
Give me my key. Am I under arrest? You let me go home.
Hey, just so you know, he took off his seatbelt.
I didn't. What do you mean? What do you? It's still on.
And he has his hands in front of him now?
Yep.
I need my wallet, my bag. I'm going home and I'm going to the lawyer right away.
That's fine.
Yeah. I don't see any of it in here, so I need it now.
You have to be handcuffed, or you have to be
I'm
seatbelted.
handcuffed, bro.
You have to be
Get away
seatbelted
from me. I'm
in.
scared of you. You said you're bringing me home. I don't need to be handcuffed. You said you're bringing me home. I don't
have
need
to
to be.
be seatbelted.
I don't need to be seatbelted. You said you're bringing me home. Get me away, man. You said you're bringing me home.
Fucking
You
kicked
said
me,
you're bringing me
you're gonna
home.
go to
Get
county.
away from me.
You understand that? You kicked
Get
me, you go to
away.
county.
I didn't kick you.
Do you understand that?
Get away from me. You said you're bringing me home. Get away from me. I'm not under the chain. Get away from me.
So stop.
This ain't Nazi Germany. Get away from me.
Do not hit me, dude.
I'm not. I'm suing you. Get away from me. Run up on me because you're power hungry. You bring me home now. No, I can't. They're bringing me the car. I don't have anything in mind. I'm being detained or what?
We're taking you to Hampton Inn. You're being released.
Cars. Oh my god, I eat you alive, dude. I want my things. I want to get dropped off here. I want to get dropped off right here. Are you bringing me to jail?
No, I'm taking you back to your motel.
Tell me your name, sir. I want to get let go right here, please.
On the way back to the hotel, Daniel spit at the officer from the back seat, striking him in the face, prompting him to furiously pull over to discuss with the officers how to control him.
Hey!
No, you just hacked the loogie at me.
Wait, what?
What are you doing now?
Hacked the loogie at me.
Oh.
Okay. You heard. So from the back seat of the car, he spit on the officer. This is dangerous. This whole situation is dangerous. Now, if I were the attorney for the police department of Joliet, or if I was the city attorney for the city of Joliet, I would encourage that they go through a little bit more training on, and they use this as a training model, because with the way that he was acting, many places have one cell that's set aside, even if it's a small department, for a person that is drunk. The drink tank. All right, it's where a person can spend the night if they're intoxicated, or until they can sober up to the point where the officers believe that, you know, it's okay for that person to be let go, so that they're not out and about while intoxicated. They won't go out and try to drive and harm themselves or someone else. Any of those things. You see what time it is now. We saw 150 something at the beginning of this video. It's now 3:42 and 36 seconds. If they want to bring charges against this guy for something, the whole video, that whole time period of 2 hours and something, would be submitted to the jury in full. Now, by stipulation, the two attorneys can agree to which parts they want to see. If there's no agreement, then the jury's going to have a movie day. Watch the whole thing, the boring parts, the good parts, and everything. And both attorneys will be harping on the video itself. One side will suggest to make sure you take note of certain time periods. The other side will harp on, look at how much open space there is when nothing happens. That's how an argument happens, or that's how the controversy for the whole incident is argued by both sides. All right, let's continue watching to see this last few minutes.
Hit you too?
Just a little bit of a mist through the side cage.
Well, that's you
So-
have to do felony, right? What do you want to do?
Hog tie him,
Does that feel?
or re-seatbelt him in, or re-handcuff him behind his back. But he's so flexible he can get out of the handcuffs.
Exactly.
I'm trying to figure out what we can do with him to get him back to the motel. Let's do this. Let's do our due diligence. Let's take him out. Let's re-handcuff him behind his back. Let's seatbelt him back inside.
Okay.
And let's just try to make it up to the motel.
Okay.
Let's just try that.
All right, now with guns, like, please.
All right, so you notice that they have 3 officers out there. I don't know if they're all 3 in their own separate units, but for one person who's just drunk, think about the amount of resources are involved when those officers could be out patrolling the different parts of the city. They're all in one place dealing with one person. Think about the implications there.
Come on out.
They're all inside the car right now with guns. Please get away from me.
Come on out.
Don't get away. Don't get near me, man.
Come on out. We got to
No, don't get
re-secure
near
the
me.
handcuffs.
Don't get near me. You got guns. Get away from me, man.
Daniel, you got to come out.
No,
so we
get
can
away from me, dude.
You got to wear a seatbelt, man.
Get away from me.
I'm driving you to the motel.
I'm in cuffs.
And you spit on
I'm
me
in
through
cuffs.
the
I didn't spit
shield.
on you. There's a shield.
Let
me go. Let me go, Nazi. Let me go. Let me go, public servant.
You want to just redirect there? See how far I got.
Please.
I'm telling you right now, if you
No,
spit
let
on me
go
again
now.
through the
I wanna
shield,
get out now.
you're going to go right to
I want to
county.
get out now. I'm going to sue you. Let me out, you terrorist. Let me out. I want to get out now. With all my belongings, get me out now.
The officer decides to proceed once again to the hotel. Daniel, for the 4th time in this video, spits at the officer, striking him in his face. This time, the officer completely lost it.
Pull over now. Pull over now. I had a couple trains, but that doesn't mean I should get tackled and battered and arrested. Please.
That's the second time.
No, I need
It's
to
the second time you spit on me
No,
now.
I need to go now. I need to pull over now. Pull over if I get you arrested. Pull over now.
He's going to be in custody now for egg
Pull
bag.
over
Spit on
now.
his face. I'm just going to go right to county.
Pull over. Am I being detained?
Am I being arrested? You ever sirens on? Why?
Daniel was transported to Will County Adult Detention Facility and charged with criminal trespass, 5 counts of aggravated assault, obstructing justice, and aggravated battery to a peace officer, causing great bodily harm.
All right, let's take a look at those. Aggravated assault, obstructing justice, aggravated battery to a police officer. This aggravated battery is the spitting, all right? Now, I'm interested, they don't have a camera going back the other way in this vehicle. Sometimes they have the back seat camera where you can see, but I don't know if he's hitting the cage in such a way where it's bouncing against his head, the officer's head. I'm not sure. But it looked like that if he was going to spit on him, he has to go to the side and spit through the cage. There may have been plexiglass right there behind the officer's seat. So I'm not sure. But let's take a look at these different crimes and what they are, and then we'll finish up the video. All right, criminal trespass. All right, we see that criminal trespass in Illinois is defined under several statutes. All right, you got /21-3, 21-5, 21-2. All right. 21-3 is trespass to real property, a Class B misdemeanor. All right, you have trespass to state-supported land, that's a park. It's also a Class B. Criminal trespass to vehicles, that's a Class A. All right, this is when somebody breaks into a car. All right. There also probably will be another charge that can come up with that. All right, so we're talking about probably this statute, to real property, to knowingly, without lawful authority, enter or remain within or on a building or enter upon the land of another after receiving, prior such entry, notice from the owner or occupant that such entry is forbidden. Remains upon the land of another after receiving notice from the owner or occupant to depart. This is where we're at. All right, aggravated assault. Let's look at that one. All right, we just did the short version. Ag assault. All right, aggravated assault is found at 12-2. All right, a person commits aggravated assault when he or she commits an assault against an individual who is on or about a public way, public property, a public place of accommodation or amusement, all right, a bar, or a sports venue, or in a church, a synagogue, a mosque, or other building, structure, or place used for religious worship. All right. Bars and restaurants are considered places of amusement. Aggravated assault can be based upon various factors, including the location, the status of the victim, the use of weapons, the discharge of firearms, or other factors. Look here. One of the factors is if a person is wearing a hood, a robe, or a mask to conceal their identity, or recording the assault for dissemination. All right, what's the penalty for aggravated assault? All right, you got Class A misdemeanor, up to 1 year in jail, a Class 4 felony, 1 to 3 years in prison, or Class 3 felony, 2 to 5 years in prison. All right. All right, let's look up obstructing justice. All right, that's 31-4. Person obstructs justice when with the intent to prevent the apprehension or obstruct the prosecution or defense of any person. All right, they knowingly commit one of the following: destroying evidence, false information, witness tampering, jury tampering, or obstructing proceedings. All right, the proceedings of attempting to get his fingerprints, so on and so forth, attempting to thwart the actions of the peace officers to get him to leave, all those things. All right, ag bad to peace officer. In Illinois, aggravated battery to a peace officer is defined under 12-3.05. All right, a person commits aggravated battery when, in committing a battery, he or she knowingly does any of the following. All right, causes great bodily harm. All right, it says causes great bodily harm or permanent disability or disfigurement to an individual whom the person knows to be a peace officer, community policing volunteer, so on and so forth. While performing their duties, battered to prevent the performance of their official duties, or battered in retaliation for performing his or her duties. All right, he's in the back of a car, he's upset. It could be seen as the spitting could have been done in retaliation for the officer performing their duties. The penalty is a Class 1 felony, 4 to 15 years in prison. Yes, perfect advice. If someone is charged with this is a serious felony that you need to seek the assistance of counsel. All right, you need an attorney to fight this. All right, if it can be fought, or to negotiate it down, because you can plead to a lesser offense and maybe get some probation. Many places are once these charges go through, in many jurisdictions, it can be hard to negotiate out of any sort of assault or battery on a police officer. And that's due to, in many places, people don't want to start the idea that you can harm these public servants and nothing will be done. Okay? So that's the reasoning behind why you might not receive any leniency in a situation where an officer has been battered or assaulted. Okay, once again, this was a lecture from Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, give a view in full to Cop Cam Chaos. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you have any ideas of any legal subjects you would like to hear about, put that in the comments below also. I am Professor Ross. This is Advocacy Alchemy. You all have a good day.